I'm doing everything I can. I'm training really hard. I've upped my volume. I've upped my intensity, but I'm not losing fat. I'm training for an Ironman, but I'm not losing fat. I'm training for a marathon, but I'm not losing fat. This gets asked time and time again, what can I do to lose fat? I'm training so hard. Well, the fact of the matter is, you can't out-train a bad diet. That is fact, okay? I'm gonna come back on that one. Now, if you are eating 6,000 calories of crap per day, but somehow you can burn 10,000, you're gonna essentially be out-training calories in your diet, not necessarily nutrients. You're not necessarily gonna be healthy, especially burning that amount of calories a day. It's not gonna be good for the body. So, focus on your diet, it is key. Track your food, have a look at what you're eating and what you're taking in. One person I asked to track their food didn't realize they were taking in so many calories in peanut butter, it actually shocked them. It was something like 500, 600, 700 calories of peanut butter. Like, a third of their food was coming from peanut butter, literally because they started weighing what they was putting on the spoon. I'm not saying weigh it every time, but get used to what 10 grams look like. Get used to what 20 grams looks like. And go roughly around those items, rather than thinking that, oh, that's 10 grams, but it's actually 50 grams. 5 times the amount of calories than you thought you were getting in your body. Too much stress can stop you from losing fat. Now, when we look about stress and people say about hormones, fat loss isn't just about calories, to a degree, they may be right. But the things with stress is not that it's stopping you burn fat. It's indirectly the fact that you may pick some other food. You may then rely on comfort foods. You may forget to eat. You may just have alcohol because that glass of wine is going to chill you out so much. You may turn to other things because you are stressed, and that's going to stop you losing fat. And then you try and fight fire with fire from having that psychological stress from work, from relationships, and fight it with physiological stress in the gym, on the road, on the bike, in the pool. That's not going to be the answer. We need to look at ways of managing your stress. And the first thing is actually going to be to get good nutrition in there. That is going to help. And then look at other reasons of why you are stressed and dive a bit deeper. If you want to speak to someone, Jonathan Petruti, who was on the podcast recently, is a very good guy to speak to with this if you're an athlete. Eating too little. So out-training a bad diet, you can overtrain a bad diet, so to speak. I would say about 70% of the people that come to me undereat when it comes to endurance nutrition. It's surprising how many times I get people say, wow, there's so much food here. Wow, you've put my calories up about 900 and I'm dropping fat. I'm feeling amazing and I'm performing through the roof. So don't be tied into this government guideline of, I'm gonna eat 1,500 calories a day because I'm a lady, but you're burning 1,500 calories on your Garmin, roughly, per day, and you think, oh, great. But then you end up under eating, do damage to your body, and you eventually will stop losing fat. Maybe even put fat on because your body wants to survive. Eating for your training needs. Now, many people periodize their training. No doubt you periodize your own training. Your coach periodizes your training. But people fail when it comes to periodizing their nutrition. Now, the steps I take with a client are going to be, first off, we will look at training and non-training day nutrition. So there's slight periodization there. Then we'll go a little bit deeper into their training, actual training nutrition, intra-session nutrition. Then we will go into, are you having sleep low? Are you training low? Training fasted and different things like this. Are we going to cycle the carbohydrates? But essentially, the training needs are going to be catered for. So if you've got a long ride, you're going out, you're going to be having some carbs beforehand if it's going to be hard, and you're going to be eating to recover from that ride. You're not going to eat the same on a long ride day as you would do as if you had a 30-minute recovery run. The calories are going to be lower on the run. Not too much lower because you still need to recover, but things are focused around your training. So if you are not losing fat, just try and focus on some of the things in here. So you're not going to out-train a bad diet. Are you stressing too much? Are you eating too little? And are you actually focusing on getting your nutrition focused around your training?